It's that time of the season, y'all. For your favorite show. Ooh, it's back and brand new. Ooh, so give a round of applause. Bronze Banter is back, baby. It's brand new with the same orange hue. So take a view while you queue, because this show was made for you.
You're listening to Bronze Banter. Ooh, new content, the answer. Headaches, hot takes, and your heart breaks. Tune in this week, surely there's no mistakes. We got you. Play Tuesday, talk Saturday. We got you. Tune in, yeah, don't make us wait. Yeah, you love that Bronze Banter. Yeah, you need that Bronze Banter.
Let's take our time saying hello to the host of the show. Say hello to Nerfed, an amazing manager, host, and former player.
She has a lot of free time.
Chobi, soon to be 3-row all-star in Harmony.
Didn't he retire?
Pasty, lost 2 times in the same champ bracket.
How is that possible?
Sticko, his gameplay is as crazy as his takes.
Kinda cooking.
Wooly, new to the hosting game, but his claim to fame is all the same.
Come get your Bronze Banter. Yeah.
The pacing of it is so small.
Just leave it, just leave it.
No way.
I know. So I was going to go in and like fix it, and like I was gonna make it like normal and whatever, and then I just decided, you know what? It'd
I
be
like it.
funnier if we
I like
leave
the
it.
little tiny pasty gift. It's good stuff.
It's a little cat. Welcome to Bronze Banter.
Hello.
Oh God. As Chobi comes back and we go live, I realize just how bad of an idea it was to do this. We have Bernie on this week, filling in for Wooly. And just in case, we needed to have the Galactic Penguins win champ bracket.
It's cool.
Again.
Yeah, they're gonna somehow make it to the finals despite being like going 0-3 this stage. That's okay.
I blame Bernie.
We have
I blame Bernie as
3
well.
bias
Really good.
parties.
I also blame Bernie.
Yeah, says the 2 people. Oh wait, blame them for the losses.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Okay, that makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah. Bernie's fault entirely. But until we're gonna push the bracket stuff back until Pasty gets here, because otherwise I will have no possible chance at stopping you guys from putting Galactic Penguins in the finals, beating KK Doodles, Pause Champ Onigiri.
Hey, now you already know who I have going first, for sure.
Yeah, Bernie's a little bit of a not Galactic Penguin simp, but we'll get there.
Penguins suck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of real. We knew that already.
Except Chobi. Chobi the best. Everyone else.
He knows.
And
He
some
knows.
Phantom's a
And anyone else
fraud.
that's watching, you're also my favorite player.
Yeah,
but-
Phantom in chat.
Yeah, Phantom. Yeah, good.
fraud.
Keep it up.
Uh-oh.
I'm a big Phantom hater.
So that we're not just literally copying the iris, because this is something that we've done like for a while. It's like brackets are not the iris's thing. It's like that's what everybody does. But just so that we're also like just not doing just the brackets. We're gonna spice it up a little bit. We're gonna talk about a little bit this week. Even though it was pretty uneventful. I'm not gonna lie. Except for this match. Except for that match right there. That was one of the matches of all time, I will say. Onigiri versus Pause Champ was crazy. Went the full distance, close the entire way. 2 really stacked teams. And I hope that finally people are not doubting them. What are our thoughts on this match?
I think this match is more about Onigiri's ceiling than Pause Champ's floor. I think this is a match where Onigiri played really, really well, and it shows like that they could win a championship when a lot of people are doubting them. I still think Pause Champs are like an incredible team with a very good chance of winning, especially in a matchup, a rematch. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, Onigiri is, I don't know, I was a big doubter for a long time, but now they beat my goats, Pause Champs, so I actually have to give them respect now.
Mhm.
I mean, I think they're just the best team now. It's like not even, it's close. I mean, as you saw, like map 5, but I do think Pause Champs will pull out in the end, but Onigiri right now, like actually, and it's not even, they're not like pulling off like quirky cheese comps or whatever. Like they're actually playing the game well, which is like what you want to see from a team that is actually gonna carry on through playoffs and isn't just gonna get caught up on one random loss somewhere down the line.
Holy.
Yeah, definitely. And it's I would put a lot of it on the back of this man right here. Husky. I mean, we've been talking about all season. I think he has to be like in the. It's weird to say front runner for MVP, but I really don't know who else it could be.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it kind of has to be Husky. I mean this guy just does so much for the team, and that's not even like discrediting any of the other players on Onigiri. It's just like Husky can single-handedly win like so many fights. And I think like you could put like 4 other members of the team in there like around Husky, and like it would, you know, Husky could still just do the same stuff. But like you put him in a lobby with these 4 players, and like this team is just stacked to the brim. I was in the same boat as you, Bernie, where I was doubting Onigiri for a while. I think I said it last week, or on the last week that we did this. I think I said like as soon as they lost Monty, I kind of just lost a lot of faith in them. And I mean, part of that was because I was told that they were going to be a for fun team, but I mean like they're like really strong, and I mean you cannot deny them of at least like up 2. So I still think Koala Kings are the best team in the tier, but
I don't know about that.
I will say, for as much as like I've complained about the coping narrative, like well, I mean, no, I'm not gonna go with the coping narrative still. I'm gonna say that now that they've got Seraph, assume that Seraph and Ascend are in the same lobby, put them as their DPS for KK. I think that team is unstoppable, but we'll have to see.
No, there's just no way.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
I really want to see Onigiri versus Koala Kings. I really want to see Pause Champ versus Koala Kings.
Yeah.
Even though I think Koala Kings are on the opposite side of the bracket from both of those teams. Wait, no, that's not true. But I'm a big Koala Kings fan. That being said, Onigiri, I think if there was going to be a team that could take them, it'd be Onigiri. You know, for sure.
I think Pause Champs, like I think Pause Champs and Onigiri both like not destroy Koala Kings, but I think it's signed in map 5. I think I mean we just played Koala Galactic and we got 4 out. That's like my bad, but I think like playing Pause Champs, and obviously like Scrimbucks are Scrimbucks, like you can't say too much, and Koala King is a really good team. But like Pause Champs is actually just a different level in scrims, and I don't think we've scrimmed Onigiri, so I can't say too much. But like the fact that they're, I mean, obviously we see what they do in match day every week, is like I just don't think it's comparable, to be honest.
I've scrimmed against Onigiri a couple times, and I will say that it's been pretty dominant in their favor. But I think that like match day Onigiri is even better. And I think like going off of what you said, I mean, clearly, like, Pause Champ are mortal, right? Because they lost this match. But I think, like, even in, like, prior matches, I think that there's still been, like, win cons that other teams just haven't capitalized on when they play against Pause Champ. I think Pause Champ have always been a beatable team. It's just, it's taken a team of Onigiri's caliber to do it. So I think, like, I don't know. Like, whereas Onigiri get, like, better, like, off of like from out of scrims to matches, like I think like it's a little bit of like probably a decline if like the Pause Champ Scrimbucks are that high. That's not discrediting them at all. So they're a great team, but yeah, I don't know how much I would take into account Scrimbucks for I guess either team going off of that sentiment.
And I think the big factor for Onigiri from what I've seen is obviously they have Husky MVP favorite in my eyes right now. Really good player. but I really am a fan of how Forever is able to play the Rhine in a way that isn't taking a lot of resources from Husky, because it just allows like Akua to put a ton of resources into letting Husky carry, and Forever just kind of lives like whenever they want. There's not really anything that another team can do to stop them. I think they were really good at recognizing their win cons and playing around it.
Yeah. I'll say one weakness I saw in Onigiri was I didn't particularly love their dive comps. I watched Oasis very in depth, and it did seem like that was where they are the weakest. But I think despite that, like their brawl comp like makes up for it a ton. And like you can force brawl comp in a lot of places. You can force even like 5 guys, as like that's not bad for them either. It's honestly like definitely one of their better comps. And what's the new playoff map pool? It's not as dive centric as the last one, was it? Or is it more?
I have no idea.
I mean, Numbani's on there, I know.
Yeah, and Gibraltar.
Yeah, Numbani, Gibraltar, Parisa, you can kind of argue is a more divey map, but you can play like more DPS focused dive comps, which I think will be way more Onigiri favored versus like Numbani where you and Junkertown where you like, or not Junkertown, and Jib where you like need a really good tank that knows what they're doing to play the map properly. But it's pretty dive heavy, I would say. And like it's harder to play the Rhine unless it's like King's Row.
Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. What I will say is that at least you can run like probably like a poke comp on Numbani like defense, and like same with Parisio. Like Junkertown, Gibraltar even, I think you can get away with it and stuff. So I don't think that like while dive is like the best comp on those maps, I think that you don't have to force it. So Formless there with 5. Oh my god. So yeah, I think that there are other avenues that Onigiri can take, but then again, like they still like played a really great series when it was on the dive comp versus PosChamp. It's just that's when they started losing the most was in those maps. Like I mean, they lost Oasis, and then what was the push map they played? It was I want to say Colosseo. But
I also want to say it's Colosseo, New Queen Street.
Okay, that makes sense. But yeah.
That's crazy. I feel like New Queen Street is a map that really favors Onigiri over PosChamp.
Yeah. I mean, I think that PosChamp has always been like a really great Queen Street team. I wouldn't say that they've like solved it, but like I think that like all season they've looked really great on that map. So. I mean, it does play into that. That's one of the maps that like you see a lot of the Diva played like through all levels. So. I mean that's their main comp.
That's true.
Diva,
they're the Diva team.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not really surprised to see them on that map. But yeah. Any other thoughts on this match?
Not for me.
Both teams are still really good.
All right. If we were to see the rematch, oh god, what? Has it been? I don't know how long it's been shrunk like that for.
The whole time.
Really? Actually, has it actually been?
No.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything.
No, I want to see how long until you would notice.
It's pretty
You're
good.
kidding me, Trevi. You're killing me, dude. Wow. So yeah, what was I even saying? If we see this match played out again in the playoffs, which odds are there's a pretty high chance that we'd see it at least once. What do we think are the odds that like what are like the give me a number out of like whatever that how many times Onigiri wins against PosChamp?
Like out of 100? 100 games?
Like it's like I don't know. How frequently do you think that Onigiri beats PosChamp?
On new map pool? On playoffs map pool?
Yeah.
I think map pool is better for Onigiri going into playoffs. So I would say they probably win 65-70% of the time.
Okay.
and it just depends. I think the biggest thing is, can they win the first map? The first map, because I think that push is always going to be Pause Champ's favorite, and if they can squeeze out one other map, it's doable. But I think like it's really hard to win a hybrid, and it's really hard to win an escort with the pool that is out right now for Pause Champs.
Okay. Fair. Definitely a matchup I would love to see again. That was a great match.
Those are really good.
Two really solid teams, and like I said, I want to see both of them play against KK as well. But moving on, we've talked a lot about those two teams throughout the course of the season. I mean, they've definitely I guess, performed in terms of what our preseason expectations were. So let's talk about some teams that we haven't really talked a whole ton about. The Elam pool. We didn't really touch on that back in the last week that we did Bronze Banter, and then obviously we didn't do Bronze Banter last week. So let's talk a little bit about some of the Elam pool teams. So I mean, and this is like a general thing. We're gonna watch some Mets gaming gameplay.
Oh yeah.
Let's go! Yes!
I love the Mets.
First time since week. Whoa, that's not what that should be. First time since
about the Mets.
week 1 that we talked about Mets.
Oh my god.
So yeah, the Bard was ringing for who's the tank on this team? I don't even remember, but yeah, Bard was ringing for Exhilaration. But yeah, what so the 4 teams that made it out. Yeah, Truth is in.
The GOAT.
Yeah, Truth looked pretty solid. They were traveling for some Discord 2 teams and looked pretty good. So the 4 teams that made it out: Luminous Foxes, Swordfish, Mets Gaming, and Exhilaration. Exhilaration was the other one.
Luminous made it out. Oh
Luminous made it out. Surprisingly.
Yeah, they just let anyone out of that shit.
I know. So those are the 4 teams that made it out. And then the 4 teams that didn't, or I guess it's more than 4 teams, but Council, Ares, Makos, and Carbon, Eminence, and Positively Aggressive, they didn't make it. Although I do want to say really quickly,
Moment of silence.
Yeah, moment of silence for those guys.
The Council.
As the music plays. I will say that Makos were so close. If they didn't forfeit their first match, they would have made it out very easily. Who knows what Elam would have looked like, because they would have been 3-0, and I think they would have played either Luminous or Swordfish.
Just show up to your matches.
Yeah.
Easy.
So it's unfortunate that they didn't make it out. But they did look very good towards the end of the season. Magos and Swordfish were so hard to gauge throughout all of this. And I think that we're finally we have enough footage on Swordfish that's like you can say like pretty accurate, accurately where they're at. But yeah, the Malcos and Swordfish throughout the entire season didn't really have a lot of footage on them. They were so like weird and that like neither of them played any matches. But Malcos was very close at the end of it all. Unfortunately, they just barely missed out. So shout out to them though.
The GOATs.
I guess like focusing primarily on the eliminated teams first, since I mean we still got time to talk about the people who are still here. I don't know. Council, Ares, Carbon, Makos, Aggressive, and Eminence. Any major takeaways for any of those teams?
I mean,
yeah, Sicko?
I don't know. They are teams. I think there was they are teams that exist. I don't know.
Sure, dude.
Yep.
I'll say I was rooting for Colorado Carbon and the Council. Those are my 2 like favorite branded teams going into. Because and I saw the Colorado Carbon. I remember their manager was asking questions in like staff questions like once a week for like 2 months, and I love that guy. I love seeing that guy every week. And Council, King Tanners is my GOAT, and I will stand by that for the rest of my life. So,
Carbon,
sad to see him go.
Carbon almost made something happen. I mean, they got another win against Positively Aggressive last week. They were another team that was on the cusp. Unfortunately, a loss to the Makos did eliminate them from playoff contention. So unfortunate for Carbon. And I think the Council, they were the team that got the forfeit win against Makos. So had they beaten Aries in week 9, I think they would have been able to make it. Not a match that I paid attention to, but just going off of scoreline, it looks like it was close. So I mean, Aries came alive, I guess, in the final hour. Unfortunately, it didn't net them a playoff seed. Yeah, that could have, had it gone the other way, we could have seen the Council maybe sneak in there at like the 24 seed. It'd been big to see. Okay, so of the 4 teams that made it, let's touch on them a little bit really quickly. So we have Swordfish, Luminous, Mets, and Exhilaration. What do we think about those teams coming out of playoffs, or coming into the playoffs out of Elim Pool? Do you think any of them like stand a chance running into some tough opponents from outside of the Elim Pool for the first time in a couple weeks?
We have the bracket, right? Who do they play? Who does Luminous play? That's the team I care about.
Well, we'll talk about brackets in a second.
All right.
But
Yeah,
like
you're
going up against like most of the tier,
Yeah.
Do you think that any of those teams stand a chance at like getting some potential wins?
I think
Depends on the matchup.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Mets DPS line is like probably like top 5 or 6, and like I think it's like really up there, like top 6
In Harmony tier?
I think so.
Oh,
I think it's
Whoa!
really
oh my god.
I think
And
the DPS line's really good, but I'm not a fan of the rest of the team.
Whoa!
Dang, that's crazy.
I think they're like O is fucking filthy.
The most impactful role in the game, and man says, well,
Support is not, or DPS is not the most impactful. role in the
Okay,
game.
alright.
I don't
Let's not have this one here, because
is
we're gonna
not.
have a talk.
That is fake.
I
Fraudulent.
I think that Mets would have done far better if they had a top 5 DPS line.
I
I think
their
O
DPS
and
line
Levy are
is
very
top
good.
6.
Don't get me wrong. I
I
think
don't
that
think you know
they're
who the DPS lines
solid
are in
players
Harmony
are.
if you think they're top 5.
Yeah, no,
I
I would
do
definitely.
not.
I would put. I can name 5 off the top of my head. Like
Good.
Onigiri, Pause Champ, yeah, let's say Galactic Penguins, Koala Kings, Doodles, Flashbacks. I would say Luminous. I mean, we beat them. They lost like 6 matches, so you can say all 6 of those.
Don't
teams.
put Luminous. There's like
Yeah.
way better teams than Luminous you can put in the
No,
top
yeah.
5 DPS.
Yeah,
picks.
No, I'm not
Luminous is-
saying they're in the top 5. I'm saying they're better.
I'm
no,
saying
no,
the
Luminous is not top
DPS
5
line for Mets
DPS.
is much better.
Oh,
than
the fucking
Mets.
Chrysalis DPS line is better than fucking Mets. Their
That's
DPS
not
line. What are you talking
true.
about?
No, wait,
Chrysalis
you're
DPS,
just- wait.
Chrysalis DPS
Chrysalis
like
DPS is amazing,
crazy.
right?
Like you're
Crazy.
actually.
No,
You guys have
you're-
not
you're-
been-
you're
no,
have your
you guys have
fucking
not been
rocker
watching
if you're
Mets,
thinking
no.
of top 6.
You
guys have
crazy
not
for
been
them.
watching Mets games. That's very obvious.
No, their DPS is good. And it is definitely the best part of the team. I do agree with that.
Yeah.
But I really do think if you're a top 5 DPS, you're not gonna be scraping.
I think
under the
they're.
Elim Pool.
I think they are in like the 7 to 8 range. I genuinely do. I think they are in that
Or
area.
if you said 10, I would.
Whoa!
be more comfortable there.
Well, we're not gonna talk about that, but that was definitely some illegal maneuvers there.
No. I didn't see anything.
Legal maneuvers.
I didn't see anything.
We'll leave it up to the
No.
the exhilaration.
Send
staff
them
if they
down
wanna
the
handle
lower
that.
bracket.
Yeah, I think they have a great DPS line, but I would not say top 5.
I didn't say top 5.
Or 6. What did you say?
I first said 6 and then I changed it to 7, 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still think that's maybe a stretch, but I don't know.
They won event week. They won the TXCXX tournament. They have to be the best.
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Oh, it's crazy. Nah.
Oh god.
They beat our flex support player, so they have to be the best.
I'll say
Surely.
the exhilaration result definitely surprised me about Mets. Exhilaration kind of crumbled a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. In this last week, they didn't look as good as they had in the past. Unfortunately, they lose 0-4 here, but they do still like sneak into the top 4 in Elim Pool, so they will get out. But yeah, it was definitely a rough end to their regular season. And I mean, part of that, like kind of continuing on that, is I've been talking about like Exhilaration a lot. That I think that they're like a sneaky, like okay team. Definitely could get something done in the like if they get like a good playoff run or something. And part of that is just because they have like the comp that they play, they have it solved. They know what they want to do. Maybe it's just because they had Bard in, but they weren't running their strategies. They weren't running the Doom stuff. They weren't running the monkey stuff. They were playing not their style, and I think it kind of shows in the results of this match that they weren't really on the same page as they typically are. But Swordfish Luminous was the other match. I don't want to talk a lot about Luminous because people get mad when I do that. So
I'll talk about Luminous. Do you want me to talk about Luminous?
Yeah, you talk about Luminous.
I
I
think-
think about Luminous.
I'm obviously a Luminous hater for the rest of my life,
team.
but
Bum
it's pretty crazy
No
that they're an
buts.
Elim pool. I don't think they deserve to be an Elim pool. I mean, you know, maybe like below Elim pool if there was something
They got a
like,
hard
down
yeah.
underneath.
stage one.
That's what I was about to say.
That's why.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
below Elim Pool is definitely around where we. I
Should have
think
been
we-
gone
Like,
already.
is there an eliminated pool?
Get 'em
there-
out- get 'em out here
technically
in
there is
preseason.
now.
Don't let them pass preseason. Just go on.
Yeah.
But anyways, like they
Yeah.
are the I think pretty obviously. Maybe you guys will dispute this. The Elim pool team with the most like hope to actually get something done
Yes.
in playoffs. So, like I think that you can put them not far above, but definitely above a lot of the E pool teams, and maybe even we're getting DC pool teams. Put them above them as far as how far you think they're gonna go in playoffs. I think
Mhm.
I don't know. I didn't follow up with Luminous in stage 1. I don't know what happened to get them to Elim pool. Maybe just unlucky.
Doodle
schedule or
Splashbacks
something like
Pause
that.
Champ is what happened.
Yeah, well, I mean, there you go then. But I mean, I think they got pretty good chances, like going into playoffs. They look pretty promising. I mean, they showed it in Elim pool, 3-0. But lost like one map.
One map,
one
and
map.
it was on Havana, which is our by far worst map. So
Yeah, okay, don't cope on me now. But.
I think Luminous are way, way better than 19th spot for sure. There are so many teams above them that are a lot worse. It's a tough stage 1.
we can look at Swordfish though, because I think that was the team that they
I
also.
love Swordfish.
You what?
I love
Oh
Swordfish.
yeah, I did too. They looked really strong. I mean they went 2-0 to start their stage. And they're looking pretty good, honestly. Wyatt completely lied when he said that that they were losing Gohan. That's just not true.
Yeah.
So thanks Wyatt for tripling down on that take.
False information.
And I think that that's a good thing for Swordfish,
Yes.
because I think Gohan is definitely the leader of that team. Definitely like will bring them a lot of their success just off of the tempo that Gohan wants to play, and the rest of the team knows let's just follow Gohan, and you know it brings them a lot of fight wins.
I think Gohan's tempo could lead to a ton of upsets because of like really good teams that just aren't ready for it. Like we've
Yeah.
seen teams like Geo, for example, crumble in matches when they just like aren't ready for a specific play style.
Mhm.
I think a similar thing could happen against a team like Swordfish.
Mm-hmm.
They're really fucking good.
Yeah, definitely a good team for sure.
Penguins play them week 1.
Oh.
And
Yeah?
send them home.
Is
week
it that
Uh-oh.
time? Is it that
And Penguins
time?
home week 1.
Well, maybe
That'd
they
be
don't have that much
crazy.
hopes then. Given
Is
That
it
would be
that
wild.
time where we get the brackets
Let's go.
going. Now,
Bracket time.
mhm.
Yay.
Now
Yay.
we need to stall just a tiny bit so I can pull up a bracket.
Why?
Let me
want
pull up
Pasty
MS Paint real
back.
quick.
the goat.
That's how we've always done it. And you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We'll let Bowser
Old
handle the
reliable.
spreadsheets and stuff.
Ugh.
So if you guys want to like ramble a little bit while I'm getting this playoff bracket pulled up.
Hey Bernie, where'd you get that awesome shirt you have on your body?
We're shilling now. We're ad shilling for.
I'm so down to shill. I'm so down to shill. Will they do like Tranquility GG/shop, something like that? I don't know. Someone knows the exact link. Someone post the link in chat quick. It'll get banned, I think, but it's
We've been in Tranquility now for a whole season, and we've never done the T-shirt shill. There it is.
You get a fresh
Yippee.
T-shirt.
I think it's
Get a fresh T-shirt.
shop.spreadshirt.com.
Get the logo on the back. It's custom. You get to make it your own. Put whatever you want on there. You can put like the team's logos
I'll
on
be
there. It
back
doesn't
real
matter.
quick. Hold up. Let me do something.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Don't get the drip, Sticko. Don't get the drip.
Oh whoa. I pulled up last season's bracket. That's not good.
Last season's bracket.
Yeah, last season's bracket.
We don't like
I
that
miss
last season.
Sticko. I miss Sticko. We should look at like 2 seasons ago. I think we should look at that one.
What are the brackets
I
from
think
2
that
seasons ago?
one's a
Oh,
good
that was a
one.
good one.
I like
I
that
like the
season.
ending
That's
of that one. That one was pretty good. I like the ending.
I don't like the ending of that one at all.
Much better.
Oh my god.
What are you
Much
wearing?
better.
Oh,
You can
just
get an
Optic
optic jersey on
Yup.
the trailer.
It's a fucking Valcast.
Can you?
No,
If you
probably
can,
not.
yeah.
I do not think that
Maybe
is
you
true.
can.
Definitely can. I'm not like.
Yeti's
thanks, Riley.
will be in touch.
I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Let's hope that.
That's gaming win.
Windows does not have the match
Old
title.
school.
Okay. Well, I have to make a whole new.
Should get a Mets gamer jersey, Sicko.
I should.
Just pull out the epic pen and just draw it. Just
If
draw
I
the
get
logo
a-
in the box.
If I get a giveaway
hold
entry, I'll
on.
give you it, and then you can get a free Mets gaming shirt.
Oh!
Oh, for sure. I'd be sick.
Whoa!
I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up.
That's not.
What do you show? What happened?
So
Oh,
mad.
it's
Oof,
not
that's
working.
that's an L, Bubba. Unlucky.
That.
What happened?
I don't know.
What is NA? What does NA host?
Oh wait, did it not
Smurfs?
show up on?
Your matches
yeah.
aren't in the Trank store? That's
Damn.
funny. I'll go in custom made just for you.
Oh.
I have
I'll take
Brady
care of
pay
it.
for it as well.
Yeah, I got it. I'm buying Mets gaming shirts for everyone.
Oh, bro, Bernie's taking care instead.
Yeah, don't
Wait,
worry.
whole
Bernie's off
tier.
the hook.
Don't worry.
Thank you, Bernie.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That is a real promise. That is
Yeah. of
video
course.
documented.
I've signed the contract. It's in.
Yup.
It's in there for sure.
All you need is your social security number.
Yeah, here. Let me. Here's my credit card.
Yes.
This is annoying, but I think I have it.
We're just struggling.
I'm struggling a ton.
I want pasty back.
I want pasty back.
Good.
I like the shower. I like the little tiny gif of the showering cat a little bit better than pasty. I think.
It's super. I don't even know what that is. I can't see it.
It's moving.
If you know, you know.
It
It's
is
the
moving.
cat being showered.
I see the two black pixels and the 2 white pixels switching places.
That's really what
That's
the
a good
gif
cat.
is. It's really
Is
good
that
gif.
the cat you always?
That is not the cat. That's not
That's
my
not the cat?
Not my cat. No, that is a
Damn.
separate black and white cat that also happens to be in a shower, unrelated to the first
Well,
cat.
Snooze.
why is it
Oh,
not?
Veggie dog.
Yes.
Yo.
Whatever.
guest appearance.
Whatever. All right. Well, I guess we'll do a little bit behind the
Fuck.
scenes then for just a second, because
Oh
this
my gosh.
should.
Uh-oh.
All right. Whatever. I've stalled for long enough. So, can you guys see the bracket?
Yes.
stream?
No. Yes.
This
Yes.
is huge.
Awesome.
NA prod.
Huge. All right. Finally,
Yay.
I got it. All right. So let's just start. I guess we can provide score lines, but I'm not gonna write them. Onigiri versus Disclosed. Do we think that there is any chance Disclosed has at beating the
No.
number 1 team right now?
No.
0.
Oh,
See them in the lower bracket.
0% chance. Clip it for when they lose. Send
Send
it
them
in.
down.
yippee indeed.
Yeah.
All right. I'll get this right now. So loser of match 9 goes to.
Oh no.
All right. Whoa. Okay. Pretty simple one. I think is 3-1 or 3-0. I mean, I don't know. Onigiri have like not really dropped any maps besides like.
It's 3-0.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think that could definitely be a 3-0. 3-0 for sure. Okay.
Strix Clairvoyance is
This
very
is a
interesting.
very interesting one. Very, very interesting match. I have still yet to decide. I'm doing bracketology for like the Irish. I haven't decided on this match yet.
Yeah.
I could see
think
this going
it's
either way.
Clairvoyance.
I'm leaning
I don't
towards
think
Strix.
I don't think Strix would beat Doodles. To be honest with you.
I wonder how much of that is the positively aggressive effect, where they just like throw a match because they want to throw a match.
They're
And
not
I
throwing
would
matches
say,
now. It's playoffs.
well, yeah, now it's playoffs.
Well, yeah, but he's saying if.
Um,
Oh, their
Yeah.
win. You don't know if
Yeah.
it's a real
Yeah.
or not. Oh, got you.
I think that I don't know if like if it weren't 4-0, I would think like, oh, okay, they got beat for sure. But since it was 4-0, I did not see Clairvoyance as a 4-0 Doodles team. Maybe I'm wrong, because I mean they did go to 5 against Penguins, and like Doodles or Clairvoyance also went to 5 with you. Never mind then. Ignore that train of thought. I'm leaning towards Clairvoyance here, but I really don't know how to take that Doodles win.
I mean,
Clairvoyance is just better.
I think we're sleeping on Strix a lot. I mean, they had one bad match against Onigiri, the number 1 or number 2 team right now. The start, and then they've kind of like struggled in stage 2, which is typical for Strix. And then their stage 3 is always pretty solid. I'm leaning to. I think Strix will win this, but
You say
I'm
Strix
already-
stage 3 is always solid? Is that what you just said?
no,
I mean,
it's
Stage
not.
three?
kind
I love
of.
stage 3. My favorite stage.
This stage 3 isn't bad.
They do always do like in the playoffs.
Strix is known for playoff inting. I mean, they do this thing where they pop off
Oh,
in
they're
stage
known
1,
for
their stage
stage
2
2
is like, I don't
playoff
really
inting.
know, and then
They're known
playoffs,
for
they
stage
just
2
throw
winning.
it.
All right, the rematch. Well, let's provide a scoreline for that one. Do you think 3-2 or 3?
We'll say 3-2.
I give it a 3-2. These
Okay.
are no map 5 teams.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely map 5 teams. Okay, so I don't think we've had anything too outlandish so far. But Geo KK. Do we think that this is the week that Geometric are able to rebound from a pretty rough stage 2? Or do we think KK are gonna get their revenge?
It's
What was
gotta be
Geo's last
KK.
match?
They got reversed swept by Strix.
Oh, KK.
Cool. Yeah, KK. Yeah.
It's gotta be KK.
KK
No,
just
no.
looks
You
so
can't,
good
you
now.
can't come into a
Massively.
KK match with that form. That's not gonna.
Yeah.
Then all of Geo's stage 2 has been rough.
Geo did have a
I don't
really
think Geo's bad, but it's just KK just so clean.
Yes.
Like, especially stage 2. It's like so
KK
nice.
are a team was already the best team and they've been improving, and Geo are struggling right now.
I think that's definitely the only like. Oh, hi, by Geometric. There we go.
Grabs the goats.
Oh my god, I'm NA prod for sure.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Oh
Man, I miss our old Twitch channel.
Who made me host? Who made me host? Genuinely. All right, let's put a scoreline on that one. I want to say 3-1 KK.
I think 3-0, but
I think Geo.
Wait, no, it's first of. I know it's first 3. Never mind.
So
Forget
Geo
it,
do
it's
have
playoffs.
so keep in mind for all of these matches that we're talking about right now, these top 4, all these teams get a bye week 1.
Yeah.
So Geo, their biggest issue right now is they just are kind of like in a slump, and I think that Wooly is definitely pushing them to get out of that slump. There, he's definitely fighting against the Geo's inner demons. So I think give Wooly a week and they'll probably be back to form. I mean, they slumped back in preseason, and then they came back in the regular season and were so strong. So I don't know. I'm thinking Geometric can potentially bounce back.
Wait.
What?
Look at this Geo. Wait, I didn't realize this.
What?
Geo only got 2 maps on Strix because they FF'd.
Oh, you didn't notice that? Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
They FF'd? Wait,
Yeah.
they didn't get reverse swept. They got swept.
It was a reverse sweep. Reverse sweep
They
definitely.
FF'd 2 maps. No way.
So Let's do Pulse Champ versus
Pulse Champs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pulse Champ. Copy paste them anyways, just because we're going to put them somewhere. But where are we? Are we saying Pulse Champ win this for sure?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Zarya is viable now, so maybe there's a chance.
Wait,
Zarya's
what?
viable now?
Wait, what?
Or what's his face?
Sticker, you might need to be a coach for KK if you think Zarya's viable. I need you to go over there and create some chaos.
KK is sick. Right now, Zarya is crazy right now, actually.
Sticker, least cope off tank player in Overwatch 2.
Just wanna don't listen.
Flashbacks knocked down to the. Oh my
Is a
god!
Moira player talking to me? I can't hear you.
Cope harder, man. Let's tell you.
There's a reason you're not playing.
Flashbacks being knocked down to the lower bracket for the second
There
season. in a
literally
row.
is, and it's actually because I am too good. Actually, though.
Yeah, surely.
Do we want to finish upper bracket right now?
Sure.
That makes the most sense, right?
I'm done, yeah.
I don't see a world where clairvoyants are able to beat Onigiri. This is the match that we wanted to see from Pool A, last stage, but we never did get to see it. I mean, back then I would have thought clairvoyance wins, but I don't think there's a doubt in my mind that Onigiri win this one.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. I think 3-0.
Onigiri win.
So
Wow.
from there, and then that would also. Oh no, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Never mind. Okay. I get that one. How does? We'll figure that out in a second. So
So
KK
pick,
versus.
They pick either.
I know that.
Alright.
But how do 3 and 4 seed get determined? I guess. We'll figure that out in a second.
Oh yeah.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn it. Okay, KK versus Pause Champ. I'm on the KK train here. Bernie, I know you're on the Pause Champ train.
I have to be on the Pulse Champs train. I just have to be. It's just it's in my blood.
It's in your blood. Do we have? I mean, you two. What are your thoughts on this match?
I think Pause Champ wins.
I think Koala Kings looked borderline unstoppable.
So we are at the tie.
After playing Koala Kings last week, I think Pause Champ.
Yeah, yeah, I actually 100% agree with that.
Koala Kings should have swept us hard.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree. I think
Also, they
Koala
were
Kings
trolling.
is good, but I don't think Koala Kings. They were trolling last map. Fourth map, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can cope and say they were like trolling first and second map, but I don't think so. Fourth map, yeah. I mean, obviously, they rolled out on like the worst comp of all time.
they swept us on the score, like, yeah, but if you watch the game, that was not a sweep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just the level that they were playing at when they were trying their hardest is nowhere near what Pause Champs is doing. That's just what it feels like, at least. And we haven't played Pause Champs in a while, but just watching their games, it actually just feels like there's. KK is definitely in the conversation, and I would definitely say 3-2 either way. But I don't know. Pause Champs just feels so much more powerful than Koala. But I do think Koala gets better as time goes on, whereas Pause Champs are a lot of their players, maybe not so much.
Not as quickly.
So, yeah, not as quickly at least. I think Koala Kings, like Eisen Org, Marsupial, is they get better, and they always look really, really strong towards the end of the season, and they always are the first to like be able to read metas, stuff like that. So I think that gives them a big advantage. But for like 3 weeks from now, I think Pause Champ still has the edge.
Sticko, has your mind changed? Mine hasn't either. Alright, let's leave it up to a chat vote. I can't open chat right now, so if somebody could tell me what chat is primarily saying on this one.
Can we start a poll? We do polls now.
Everyone
Mod, start a poll.
what I'm seeing.
I'm the
First few
only mod in
mods.
chat.
You start a poll
mod.
then.
I can't start a poll. I can't look at chat.
Oh, the worst.
Just what are people primarily saying?
Just hype, yeah. Just
Is everyone
mods.
saying Koala Kings? I don't think
Yeah.
I've seen a single vote for Pause Champs.
Yeah.
Koala Kings.
Alright.
Alright. Alright, so I'm still on the KK train. Like I said, I think that they're the best team, but could be wrong about that. So what do we think? Onigiri versus KK for the 1 seed in the champ bracket.
Onigiri.
Onigiri, 100%. No?
This is
Sticko?
really tough.
I'm
It is
actually
tough.
not 100%.
Really
I wouldn't say
tough.
100%, but
I'm leaning towards Onigiri, but it's really tough.
Been
I
an
think
Onigiri fan all season. You gonna turn your back on them now?
I, think I'm gonna go Onigiri, at least for this
Alright.
match.
So the way that works then is Onigiri get 1 seed. They could get 2 seed. And then would it be, since Clairvoyance lost to Onigiri, they would get the
You go through
3
lower
seed?
bracket.
No, they don't. Nope.
Do they not?
Yeah, they do.
They don't go through lower bracket. No.
Oh, they don't.
Oh wait, what?
So I would imagine then
Go
Clairvoyance
lower
get the
bracket and then
3
you'll
seed,
find out.
right? Is there anybody in chat who is supplying?
I think because Champ, they're a higher seed to begin with, so I think they would probably get third, right?
1 second.
I have no idea.
I actually, yeah.
I have
genuinely
no idea how
clue.
that works. Goes off overall record and map diff.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, this isn't even a match. Wait, is it?
You're not showing the thing about it anywhere.
No, I'm not.
Really?
I know, that's intentional.
Okay.
I don't think either of these teams play. What?
Is that true?
Is it not a match?
No, it is. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you mean that? Yeah, no, those teams don't play. I think you're right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like,
so.
yeah, you mean Koala Kings and Onigiri? Yeah, they don't play. You're right.
Okay. Let me check really
Oh.
quickly.
I think
actually,
this
Onigiri,
is-
Onigiri is just the
uh,
higher seed, so I assume
Yeah,
it's them.
Onigiri just gets the
But-
higher seed
yeah,
automatically.
it
if
just
they
goes
beat
off of
Clairvoyance, they get the
yeah.
higher seed no matter what. Which
Yeah.
is
It
a
just goes
little
off
bit.
of overall records, so.
It's a little bit silly the way that this bracket is designed, because it makes it look like KK is supposed to play Onigiri. I guess not. So Clairvoyance will get the 3rd pick.
Just assume who picks too. That's.
That's easy. I think that's easy though. I think it's pretty obvious. So who?
I think it
who
is,
you're gonna
but-
pick. But I don't know. I guess we'll see lower bracket. I don't know.
Well, yeah, we'll
Maybe
see
actually some
who
tough
we even
picks.
have going places.
That's true. Yeah.
So, Champ will get the 4th pick.
Why did they get 4th pick?
Because they
because
have a
they
lower
lost to
map.
Oh,
the-
map diff. Ah.
No,
gotcha.
because they were in. So this is the lesser bracket right here, I guess. So these 2 teams are fighting for the 2nd and the 4th seeds.
Gotcha. Weird, but all right.
It was weird, but that's how the bracket works.
It seems
So-
so unfair for Post Champs.
I guess so.
It's not.
but, I
Never
mean,
mind. Never mind.
I would like to
That
see
made-
this match, but I guess then
That
it
does
really
not
doesn't
make
matter.
sense.
Anyways, we
I mean,
have.
the 4th seed is fighting for the 1st seed. Yeah, that doesn't.
That's what I was thinking, but they do. I mean, they have to go through the number 1,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it kind of balances, I think.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, the 8th seed could also be fighting for the 1 seed. So who knows?
Yeah.
So Doodles versus Exhilaration. Not a doubt in my mind that Doodles lose this
Doodles,
or
yeah.
win this.
I was about to say what?
Doodles versus the lowest seed.
You have
The lowest
insider
seed?
information.
Can't find
that
it in
is the
yourself
lowest
to
seed.
call Doodles a winner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's Doodles.
Hey, Doodles. All right.
It's just an unlucky draw for
Maybe if they have
Exhilaration.
Bard Ring again, maybe Bard carries. Just get him on the far right this time instead of the
Game
signal.
was rigged from the start.
I get
This
the
is
reference. I get the reference.
3-0, 3-0. I think that's yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Basement Dwellers versus Aimbots. This is another matchup from stage 1. Last time these 2 teams played each other, Basement Dwellers came out on top.
I think
but
basement dwellers.
I think Aimbots. I think that the way that these teams have been trending, and granted, Aimbots has had a much easier strength of schedule since stage 2 or since stage 1. I think Aimbots have improved, and Basement Dwellers have been struggling. Granted, they played flashbacks, they played GP, they played or no, they didn't play GP. What am I talking about? They played flashbacks. Who else? Disclosed.
Chrysalis and Disclosed.
And they lost all 3 of those. Losing to Chrysalis specifically is why I think that they've been trending down, whereas Aimbots have been trending up. I mean, they went to 5 against Insidious, who I think is a pretty solid team.
Did Crystals not make it?
Aimbots
Crystals
only
made
beat.
They did. They did.
Aimbots only beat Chicago, right? They lost Insidious and FBRD.
FBRD, yeah.
Right,
But I think that
See, I think
Yeah.
Basement Dwellers could be FBRD.
I don't know. I guess it's then I don't really have as much of a reason to even like vote for Basement Dwellers in the first place. You know, because losing to Chrysalis I think is a lot worse than losing to either Insidious or
I guess. I
FBRD.
guess.
Especially since both of those matches, like a 4-0 against FBRD, I think says a lot less than a 4-0 against Chrysalis.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that's pretty fair. I give you that. Yeah.
So
Aimbots.
where's our vote at on this one? Aimbots?
Let's say aimbots.
Aimbots.
You've convinced me.
Alright.
Aimbots.
Okay.
Good.
But I think
Definitely could. I mean, we saw it before, and we saw Basement Dwellers pull out the win, so could definitely see it going either way. I think just where I'm at right now is I don't think Basement Dwellers have had the greatest couple past weeks. Do we want to finish out that bracket, or do we want to keep going down?
Keep going down.
keep going
Okay.
down.
Going down.
All right, Jersey Boys versus Mets. Are all of these like stage 1 matchups? What the hell? This is another stage 1 matchup, 3 in a row, I guess. Yeah, just 3 in a row. Or no, 4, 5. We've had 5 so far. Yeah. So Mets have been improving. I don't see them losing or beating Jersey Boys though.
Oh, yeah, Jersey Boys had a really, really, really good stage too. Granted, they didn't play like the best teams, but I'm a bit of a PP Plunderers fan myself, and they kind of rolled them. So I think Jersey Boys just wins.
Yeah, I think so. Unfortunately.
Don't tell Bubba White.
Yeah, surely Bubba White will never find out what our take on his team is. I mean, yeah, another matchup or another rematch, another one that like we kind of already know how it went. And you can like use that to assume where it goes, but yeah. The first one that isn't a rematch in quite a while. Insidious versus yes.
Bubba is saying that they did not play Jersey Boys, by the way.
Didn't.
No.
Too many matches in this damn tournament.
Yeah, it's just tough.
I can't keep track of them all. They were in the same pool. I know that much. I don't know who they played. It was easy
Close
when there were
enough.
just 6 teams and like everybody played each other. Now I have to keep track of schedule. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Insidious versus Freya. The way that this bracket is like since there's so many teams, I feel like there's a lot of good teams matched up against not as good teams, and this is another one of those matchups. Like I don't see Freya. I don't see a world where Freya beats Insidious.
I think everything's close. I do
Yeah.
think like every game, especially in lower bracket, has an opportunity to go either way.
Yeah, it
Like
could.
there's definitely they could be worse. Like I don't know, like Luminous could be playing Freya, none of that Luminous, but yeah, I don't know.
Noodles could
This
be
is
playing
probably
Freya.
the worst match, like lower bracket skill level, other than maybe
Doodles.
like Doodles versus XO. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Insidious just wins like pure, just like
Yep.
they brute force it. I don't think they can lose to Freya.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's impossible.
And I mean, yeah, I can get behind that, but I could see the other two going the other way. I don't see Exhilaration beating Doodles. But this one, I just really struggle to see Freya being able to take Insidious. So Foxes versus Plunderers. I'm gonna keep out of this, but what are your takes?
Boxes.
Boxes.
I'm not the biggest Plunderers fan. I think they got like
Let's-
some
let's hear
talent
it,
on their
bro.
roster, but
Let's
like
hear it.
you see smile. Oh no, he's grinning.
Resident
Oh,
apathy
no.
enjoyer.
If
Well, it doesn't matter because he loses the vote.
comes out, then it's over for Foxes. But it's not gonna happen.
The Queen from
The apathy diff.
Of
Yeah.
course, the Queen Goat. That guy
The
is
only queen
minimum
you need.
minimum GM1 Queen player. Minimum. Have you seen the montage? Let the
Uh-huh.
people
Hour
know.
level,
about the
probably.
montage.
The only queen you need.
So then Chrysalis versus Mafia is another match that is in this tournament. You lost the vote though, unfortunately. This is a close one. This is one that
I
I
want to
also
say
haven't decided on.
Chrysalis. I want to say Chrysalis because I want to play him.
I do think Chrysalis wins. I don't
What
know.
if he was a swordfish?
Chrysalis is actually like not bad. Like I think Mafia is like bad.
I don't know. This is a close one for me. I like I said, struggled, haven't picked it yet.
I would lean towards Mafia. I've not been a big fan of
I'm saying
Chrysalis entire
Chrysalis.
season, but
I think I have to go with Chrysalis, and I mean, I don't know. Mafia, they're another team that just had a rough stage 2, and they had a much easier strength of schedule than Chrysalis did.
Mhm.
So, any Swordfish fans here?
me.
Me,
Shut up,
me,
Sticko.
me.
Don't mute Sticko right now.
Just get Penguins out of here, so I don't have to
Well,
talk
since
about
I
them
let
anymore.
wants
since
to be
I let
freed.
like you guys decide on the Luminous match, shouldn't that
Yeah,
mean
that's
that
true.
like
Me and Chubby are recused. It's just
I'm the
two-
only one who gets
Yeah.
to I'm the only one who
Well,
gets to
I
pick
get
on the
to.
Penguins match?
What do you mean? You're just as much of a
So I'll have
galactic
Swordfish
member of
winning this
House.
one.
I also have
Just
Swordfish
fuck
winning
up.
this one.
Oh, you do?
I got an ad.
Dude,
I
got an
have
ad
it going
too.
5.
There's
I have it winning
basketball
in
on my
5.
screen.
No, we're not gonna.
I have Jersey Mike subs on my
Swordfish
screen.
are so.
Yo,
it's
in the
actually
NBA.
so
No,
over for us.
I think Penguins take this.
Playoffs.
I think Penguins taking 5. I think it's a really.
In 5. Wow.
5. Hey,
Dude,
yo.
we're actually doomed. We're actually so
We're
doomed.
fucked
Penguins
right
are
now.
actually
I think it is
so-
genuinely a really
We're
good
gonna
chance.
repeat of
I
last
don't think
season.
we're
We're
gonna go
fucked, man.
5 against an
Yeah.
even pool team.
I
Oh,
genuinely
we're
think there's
so
a really good chance
screwed.
that they lose. I genuinely do.
This is so
I think
sad.
I think that Swordfish are definitely better than 23rd seed. I think that they could I mean, I'm looking at one team right now that I think they're better than.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about it. Doodles versus Aimbots. It's playoffs, Doodles.
Yeah, it's Doodles. Sorry.
Yeah, it's playoffs.
Playoffs, Doodles. Sorry, Aimbots.
Unfortunate.
Though I think once we get to this next match, it's gonna be more interesting. But we'll talk about that in a second. Jersey Boys versus Insidious. This feels like one that we would have seen by this point in the season. I don't know why. This feels like it's a matchup that like we've seen before, and I don't think it is like ever.
I think Jersey Boys.
I think Insidious.
Sell me on Jersey Boys, Tribby.
All right. I mean, when we played against them, they adapted very well with how they played.
Mhm.
That's basically how I see them winning this match. I'm just gonna adapt to whatever the fuck Insidious throws on 'em.
Yeah,
Huh?
I think
I know they
Jersey
can be
Boys-
smart. It's just they just have to do it.
But the thing that makes Jersey Boys, which I think they're kind of lost this season, maybe I'm just like coping, but Jersey Boys is like the team that's like we play Ryan and we only play Ryan and we play Ryan every map and we run it down main and then we win and we beat this team that we're never supposed to beat ever. But like this season, they're like trying to respond to what everyone else is doing. I don't really get it. I mean, I just think Jersey Boys had a good showing in stage 1. I think they had a really unlucky stage 1 schedule, and then stage 2 they did what they had to do. Like they 3-0. So I think I mean Insidious look fine, but I think like in my head Jersey Boys probably beats FBRD, and Insidious lost to FBRD. So I don't know. I just like Jersey Boys over Insidious.
Sicko's your take on Jersey Boys?
I got Insidious.
I also kind of feel like Insidious here. I don't know, but I guess they have had a interesting like I don't know. Insidious definitely not the brightest. Oh my god.
We beat Jersey Boys though. TIE Fighter. That's because Godzilla threw the map. They threw away the push map that you guys played.
No, wait, you guys
man
had Navina when you beat them. That doesn't
everywhere.
count. Wait. Hey, wait, who beat? Yeah, whatever.
That's
whatever.
FBRD had Navina when they beat Jersey Boys. So
Jersey Boys actually had such a good stage 1. Wait, this is crazy. What? They actually popped off. What the hell?
they beat Disclosed, and I think Disclosed.
They went to map 5 against Penguins. They went
Uh-huh.
3-1 against Strix. They went to map 5 in week 1.
That's when Penguins are
They
good.
4-0'd a team.
They should have beat FBRD.
You see, that's when Penguins. were
I
good.
don't know. I
Just
don't
no
know
cope.
if I would say they should have beat them. I just don't know how that
I think
matchup
they
would have
should've
been.
beat-
Luminous versus FBRD. Again, I'm staying out of this one.
So FBRD.
Mhm.
I got FBRD. Like, I think I've been very impressed by how Josh has played, like coming in not on tank previously. But I think FPRD's DPS not just gonna run rampant in the team. I think it's really tough for any team to deal with. Was it Vex, CPG, and it was Cross the other one, right? Yeah.
Chobi, you're making. I can't see you, but you're making a lot of noises. You go on the Luminous hype train?
No. FPRD win main support gap.
Fuck you.
No, Drugs is the best main support in the tier. I could say that. All right.
What? Chobi, you're the whatever. Never mind.
I'm the second best. I'll take that.
Just to prove a point. Just to prove a point. Damn.
It's definitely not me, but I don't know if I'd say it's Drug.
Drug. I think Drug is the best main support.
I don't think it's
That I've
Drug.
watched.
I
Drug is
definitely don't think it's
probably
Drug.
number one. I don't know.
I don't think.
I think Drug is.
I think
really,
Drug
really good.
deserves main support rule star.
Also, the vote
Would you say is
has
number
already
one,
been
Bernie?
won.
What's up?
Who would you say is number one? Support?
Unironically, Chobi. Unironically.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Let's go.
Anyways, on to the
Hey,
next
hey,
match.
we'll see in playoffs. We'll see in playoffs what happens. We'll
Sure.
check it out. We've
Swordfish,
been
right?
cooking. We've been cooking.
Ni hao.
We've been cooking some Chobi main support comp.
What?
So you so ni hao.
We're gonna see the
Get ready to
Chobi
learn
rig.
Chinese.
What is what?
What the fuck?
You guys even saying anymore? Chrysalis versus
Oh, I guess it.
Chrysalis versus Penguins. Have you two ever played?
No, definitely not
think
this season. I don't
once.
know. Last season, I feel like we
Maybe.
played
Did we
last
play
season.
in preseason?
If we played them
No, we
last season, we
didn't.
just
Oh,
beat
you
them. But it
didn't.
was last season. This season, maybe
Chobi's-
we definitely haven't played them
I
this
feel like
season.
I played them once in an official match. I'm not sure.
Chobi's two homes have never played each other. I don't think. Very sad.
Might have to change that up.
Mm-hmm.
Chrysalis wasn't a home for me. It was
Because
like
that happens.
it was like a random tent in the woods.
Well, it was still a team you were on.
Damn.
Do we have GP here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Not allowed to vote.
That's true. I don't know. I feel bad picking like all just the upper seeds, but I don't know. I kind of
It
feel
is
how
what
it
it
is.
It's not just an
Jeez.
upper seed situation. I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
it's an upper seed situation. I think it's actually
Where's
just better
Pasty?
team.
Pasty,
Um,
come here.
Doodles versus Disclosen. It's interesting. Is Pacey here?
Nope.
Missed that man.
Yeah. Doodles versus Disclosen I think is an interesting one.
Doodles.
Besides that,
I don't know, because I just like Disclosen. And I do really wonder how mortal Doodles are. That match against Clairvoyance is so interesting to me, because it's like when they lost to Positively Aggressive, we were like, okay, something's up, but then they lose to Clairvoyance, and I can't tell whether they take that as a real loss or like a fake one, right?
check my sources.
And I think that I'm enough of a Clairvoyance fan that I can say that it's a real one. And I can say that Doodles might be something.
Yeah, if there's ever a
Um,
game for them to lose, it's this game for sure. I
Mhm.
mean, early at least. Like I think
Yep.
Doodles. Maybe we played them recently, and they didn't look like old Doodles. And it's playoffs Doodles. You never know what the hell's gonna happen with them, but they do look probably the worst this season. Of like, season 8 versus now. I think they look much worse.
Even season 9. I mean,
Yeah.
granted they were
I
competing in a
agree,
different tier, but like
Yeah.
I think that like it's the same roster. So, I'm gonna go Doodles still, but I think that this is the one that they would lose if there was ever going to be one. So far.
I
I'd be
think
okay saying
I
they
think
lose.
if Doodles lose a map, I'm scared for them.
Okay. I think Disclosen have been a very slept on team as well.
I think they have been, but I
100%.
also think that it's Doodles.
Yeah, that's true. Jersey Boys versus Strix. This is a match we saw back in stage 1. Went 3-1 in favor of Strix last time. I don't think these teams have changed a whole ton since. If anything, I'm lower on both of them than I was. But
I think Strix, but there's potential room for an upset.
okay.
Tricks and playoffs moment.
Strix in playoff moment. So you're going for Strix then?
Yeah.
Bernard?
Yeah, I'll go Strix. I like Strix here. I think
What
Jersey
about you,
Boys is
Jake?
really good, but it's like, I think it's still like 3-1 or 3-0 for Strix.
It's
Uh,
gotta be Strix.
Okay. Sounds good. Then this one's very interesting. FPRD versus Geometric. FPRD have been a team that, you know, they've looked vastly improved like throughout the entire course of the season. They've been just like on the up and up the entire way. Geo have kind of had the opposite effect, where they looked really strong at the start of the season and they're going through a bit of a slump. Like I said, I think that they're going to be through the slump by the time playoffs start, especially since they have a week off. But what is your guys' takes?
As much as I want another Battle of the Birds, I think Geo has to win that. They just look stronger.
If there's one team that's ever recovering from like losses or whatever, it's usually Geo. Maybe mid-match they have some mental issues, but I think like as far as focusing on what's the next match and like working on themselves rather than like worrying about too much about the next match, I think Geo is still like good team, and then obviously they just had to play really rough teams in stage 2, so they look kind of bad. But I think like if they played the same teams that FERD played, I think they would have won even harder than FERD. I think Geo's like they look worse just because their last 3 weeks, but I think Geo's still just a better team, better players.
The match shall be last team. Oh, not the last team. So we have Flashbacks versus
I gotta hide.
Penguins.
Gotta hide for this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is why we brought Pace, or not why we kicked Pasty off for Bernie. Is so that the vote could overwhelmingly be in favor of the Galactic Penguins here.
My vote is gonna be Bernie's vote.
My vote is Flashbacks.
Because Bernie, you've seen us. I have faith in what you pick.
I'm gonna go with Penguins. I think I'm a big Penguins hater, but I think they just have too much upside.
Penguins hater.
I'll tell you what. Penguins will 3-0 Flashbacks, or we will forfeit. No. I don't know. I think we win. I really do. I really do think we win.
I think it's either gonna be like 3-0 Penguins or Flashbacks in 5.
And you said it. Chipotle buff.
I think either Flashbacks like win really hard, or wait, no. Wait, I think Penguins win really hard, or Flashbacks lose in 5. That's what I think.
Lose in 5?
Yeah, I mean, we've lost all 3 of our map 5s. Is that true? No, we've gone to map 5 4 times. I think we've won once. We suck at map 5. My bad.
We love map 5.
Frauds. They just like me for real.
This is the bracket as it stands. The 4 teams.
Pick.
Thanks to you guys. Get
Who
Doodles,
would pick who?
Doodles, Strix,
Doodles
Geo,
are not getting
and
picked.
Penguins. Who is the first pick?
This is a fun.
Well, who is the weakest out of all these?
It's gotta be.
It's Strix or Geo, I think.
It's Strix.
No, I don't think it's Geo. I think
it's
it's either
Strix.
Strix or.
I think if Geo win versus FPRD, they're not the weakest.
I think Geo's the strongest team.
Of those 4?
I think Doodles
Of
are
those 4.
strongest.
I think we're kind of coping on the Doodles train, especially. I know you got some PTSD, but I think we're kind of coping on the.
Yeah. I think Strix is going to be the first pick here no matter what. I think that
Alright,
Onigiri
then
easily
Strix.
they would pick Strix
0
first.
map wins.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a score on that. I guess since it's champ bracket, I'd like. I don't even. Well, let's do picks first.
Yeah, I mean Onigiri also 4-0'd Strix like.
Yeah. Who's the second weakest?
Relatively recently.
Yeah.
So I don't even think it's second weakest. I think it's just who would KK pick, right?
KK.
I could very
KK
easily
get second
see.
pick?
Yeah, KK gets second pick.
They pick
I
Penguins or
could
Doodles.
very easily see KK picking just like Doodles. Like, let's get them out of the way.
I don't think
I
so.
don't
I think
know
Doodles
about
is
that
actually
one.
just the worst team. I think you just pick. I mean, you either pick Doodles or Penguins. I think you just pick Doodles because they're the worst team. I actually think that.
I think they can just
I think
pick
yeah,
noodles
They're
and
not
out
picking
mechanic them.
Geo. Geo's not getting picked by Cloud.
I don't think Geo's getting picked.
Like
I don't think Onigiri would pick
Discord tier
Doodles.
team
I-
versus
I
Discord
think-
tier
I think
team.
KK
I think they pick Penguins personally, but
I very easily see KK picking Doodles. Just like they're the team that like is the most scary, even if they're the worst. Like they're the scariest team. I think just get them out of the way. You
but
know,
why don't you just let them fall to like pause champs and then get them on the other side of the bracket? Why would you pick them?
because they're frauds. At least that's what KK is thinking.
What?
Why don't you
This is
just
fucked.
have as many opportunities to get them out of the way, let another team take care of them?
Because they're frauds.
Oh my gosh.
And then I think GP get picked by Clairvoyance. I mean, they beat you guys last time.
Fair.
It's interesting to like put yourself in like the minds of the teams they're picking, because it's like Clairvoyance now, assuming this is like how it all plays out. They have the choice between Geo, who they know like nothing about in terms of like head to head, or they could pick Penguins, who they know they beat, but they beat them close. And is that really how you want to go out?
This is true.
I think
they
they
pick
would.
Penguins.
Yeah, I think they pick Penguins. I think Geo is scary.
I think Geo is the scariest team. If they beat FBRD, they're gonna be the best team out of these four at the bottom.
Definitely. That's the other thing is that if Doodles does make it like that far, I think that they probably are a lot scarier than I'm giving them credit for.
Yeah, that's fair. I still think I could see KK just being like, fuck you, and just picking them.
Base
I
stab
think
master.
Doodles are fucking trolls, and then but until playoffs, and then playoffs they actually start trying.
I don't know if we've decided yet, but Mr. Yeti, if you're in chat, you should definitely have like a pick show where teams can come on and shit talk each other. Be really fun.
Yeah,
you
no-
keep
no
bring
DOS.
that-
Battles.
You get a
Surely no
representative
DOS.
from every team, and then whichever
Mhm.
team gets.
Do a Hunger
I think,
Games.
well, I think
with
when you have like a
every-
representative from every
Every
team, like I think
person's like GM just get plopped into a Minecraft.
I want to
game.
see Navino
so
talking
down.
I
shit.
mean, you know,
Yeah,
like
I want to see Navino talking shit to Che Young after they get picked. That'd be so funny.
that'd be so
That would
funny,
be
right?
so
We should do that,
funny.
Yeti.
That would be so good.
So let's do the playoffs. Let's do not the playoffs, the champ bracket.
Stage 4.
Stage 4.
Stage
Let's
4.
go. So Onigiri versus Strix.
Onigiri,
I 4-0.
probably.
Yeah.
They just 4-0'd. I don't see that changing.
Seen it before. I think we'll see it again.
Mhm.
Then the next one, Polish Champ versus Geometric, is really interesting.
Oh, shit. Wait.
Know you're a Polish Champ fan, Bernie. I think with the improvements that Geometric theoretically have done, I think for them to get here, I think they need improvement. And I think that if they improve to get here, I think they're a really scary
What
team.
do they have
I
to
think
do?
that
They just have to beat FBRD, right? Am I crazy?
yeah, but I still think that would take improvement. I don't think that the Geometric that lost 3-0 to Strix is beating FBRD.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I think Pause Champ win.
I would put Geometric here 4-3.
Pause Champ beating Flashbacks is way better than Geo beating
No.
FBRD, I think.
Yeah,
Ugh.
but what I'm saying
Wait,
is I think
Polish
that
being
Geometric would
Flashbacks?
have improved by this point in the season.
No, I think
I still think Pause Champ.
I do think Pause Champ, but yeah, I mean I just think Pause Champ. That's it.
Sticko? They'll look it from the Sticko.
The stinky in question.
Guess we'll move on.
Tinkered.
Gonna miss this man.
Microphone.
I'm like, was unplugged, no
Oh,
Goofia.
I agree.
alright.
That is such a sad day.
Yeah, truly.
Not a Polish Champ fan?
I feel bad for Wooly. He's not even here.
Oh, yeah, real. I
Yeah,
was
good for
supposed to
himself.
bring home the Geo hype. Fortunately, I was not able to. It's okay. Clairvoyance versus Galactic Penguins. And that's so
I vote
awful.
with Bernie again.
I'm not voting. This one I'm for sure not
I'm
voting.
voting with Bernie. No,
Because
Bernie,
this
you're
one-
voting. You're voting for me, bitch.
Stigo, you know what to do. Stigo, you know what to do. 3,
I wanna know your
2, 1.
genuine
Clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance.
Yes.
It's so tough.
I think
think-
this is Flash Tracks here, anyways. I don't know what you guys. I mean, you
Thing
guys
is-
are on Penguins,
No,
so I
the
know
thing
what
I'm
you
on
is-
see in
Bernie.
Excel.
I'm on
No,
Bernie.
no,
That's
no.
all I'm on.
The thing is-
Bernie's doing things for me.
The reason why I'm so hesitant is Clairvoyance love that ball comp, and I think Penguins have like they don't really play because they're stupid. But I think they could get a lot of value out of running like some diva or something just to hard counter the ball.
Something
Bernie gonna
has
argue?
come to my
I'm not.
attention.
I mean, I genuinely think, like, for me to say that we beat Clairvoyance in the future, that means that I have to say that I believe that I'm gonna coach my team to be better, and I can't say that. I can't say that on stream. That would be a lie. I would never lie. So I would say Clairvoyance wins 4-0. Not even close.
Something has come to my attention, which is that if we have Clairvoyance there, odds are we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 seeds, and that's boring. Sticker, what's your real vote?
No. Don't change it because it's you.
He didn't officially ever vote. He didn't officially ever vote.
Be fucking real. Be real, bitch.
Be for fucking real, Sticko.
Be for fucking real.
Be for fucking
He
real.
did.
'cause I
He
did-
never
I did
officially
vote.
voted.
Oh, I thought you said clairvoyance.
No, we both said
I did
Clairvoyance is a
earlier,
meme.
Oh my god.
It's
Just because like countdown.
so tough.
Be real.
Sticker gets to decide the fate of
I-
the universe.
I'm gonna go
Fate of
Clairvoyance.
the universe.
All right.
Alright, someone clip that for me. We need that later.
So wait, let's just do that. I have it there. Okay. Then
We're done,
is it 1, 2, 3, 4,
Lose.
or do we
Wow.
think Doodles come alive?
If you guys vote Doodles,
I got
you
Koala.
guys are
I got
insane.
Koala Kings. I got
You
Koala
guys are
Kings.
insane
It's gotta
if
be
you say
Koala
Doodles here.
Kings. It's gotta be. This
Koala's
is
one.
there. If Koala Kings lose, Doodles clear everybody.
Mhm. Yep. Onigiri versus Pause Champ.
I got Onigiri running it back. I think it's very tough. They just played. They won even though it's extremely close.
Onigiri. I think their form's just too good. You can't.
Onigiri got the MVP on their team. Future MVP.
How often is the MVP also the champion?
That's a proper
Rarely.
And
That's a
MVP
rarely-
is
question.
MVP making it to finals is pretty likely though.
Who was it last season? It
That's
was.
also what proper says.
Zeno.
It was Zeno.
Xeno.
In
Huh.
flashbacks.
When was the
Four.
last time that happened?
I don't even remember if flashbacks.
They're top 4 last season.
Top 4.
What was this? What was
Well,
MP season 6? I wasn't here.
Season who was it? Season 8. It was
probably Capital or something. Those were
Jonesy
the
made finals.
prehistoric days.
No,
I don't even
what?
know what's happening back
Capitals
then.
never played in Harmony tier. What are you
Yeah.
on
Season
about?
8 was
I'm just
Jonesy.
joshing.
Yeah, so Jonesy made
Finals.
finals. Milo did not, not even close.
Common Milo L.
I don't know who it was in season 6. Probably like.
So sad.
Oh, it was what's her name? Sipsty? Is that accurate?
That
That
sounds
might be
right.
accurate.
I have no
Sipsty was the
clue.
MVP at some point, and I think she was on Jetpack Cats back then.
See,
I
Hall
don't think
of
they,
Fame.
I don't think they made
Jetpack
finals.
Cats, the best team ever? Are you kidding me?
Oh my.
Let's see. Season 6.
But anyways, I'm on the whatever train here. Paul's champ.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I brought
Let's
him
get, another
back.
let's get another vote going in chat.
Oh.
Posh Champs for sure, for
Oh,
sure.
please, come on.
Posh Champs actually have to win the whole thing. It just has to happen.
Chat gets to decide who wins this one.
Is the
The big
MVP not
voters.
in Hall of Fame?
Yeah, it is.
It is. You just.
I don't
It's
see
like
it.
it's
I'm
within
blind.
it's within like the All Stars. Or
Oh,
whatever.
Vix. Vix was season 6. Yeah, they didn't win.
Hicks, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. It's only the guy's crazy now.
Season 5.
Let's is chat voting?
6.
There's one vote for
I-
Posh Champs, 0 votes for anyone
No.
else.
Okay.
Write it up. Write it
Yep,
up.
way.
Yep.
Write it up.
Is there anything else coming in now that we've said that, or?
One vote for Onigiri by the Onigiri player.
Okay.
Hmm.
Why do you say Onigiri?
The last
I don't
MVP
know.
that won the tier
random.
was season 3, the Mallard from Holy
The
Jalapenos.
The only vote for wait,
From
the
Holy
only
Jalapenos.
the only vote for Palace Champs is also an Onigiri player.
That's pretty good.
How
Actually.
many are
The
there? Is
only
it a lot
vote
of
for both-
Onigiri votes?
it's-
Is it a
it's
lot of
1-1.
Onigiri votes?
No, it's 1-1, and both people who voted are on Onigiri.
I think we might need a coin flip here. We might need a coin flip here.
Coin flip, or like
Might need a coin flip to
Coin flip it.
decide.
coin flip angle.
Here, I got a coin right here.
Yeah,
flip it
coin,
here.
flip it, flip it. Heads
here.
is Onigiri.
Shit. I dropped it.
God.
Put right back. Alright, it's tails.
It's Palace Champs, right? Because you said head was Onigiri.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's go.
She's lying, by the way, but that's
I
okay.
was not lying. I would never lie about a coin flip.
Bernie- oh my.
He's a man of honor when it comes to coin flip. So
Oh,
then,
boy.
here we are, KK versus Clairvoyance.
KK.
Ah, it's just KK, right?
Okay. Okay.
All right. Finals time. This was a match earlier in the brackets, actually.
KK in finals. Get him out of here.
KK will they
Was
get
Posh Champ
the
in preseason? I
third?
don't think so.
Yeah, they were. You guys beat them.
Oh wait, we did?
Mm-hmm.
Did? Oh. I don't know.
Remember the Null Farah? The Null Farah? The machine?
So this is a matchup we've seen before, presumably. Where are we at on this one?
Well, you already know my thoughts.
I know your thoughts. You guys know my thoughts as well. Just between you two, and I guess maybe potentially chat to decide.
Okay. Of everyone in Trank, Grand Finals, the championship on the line. Navino has the tweet longer typed out. You better win. I want Nova for Pause Champs. Pause Champs win.
Huge.
I think KK is the first team that goes back-to-back seasons winning.
No way.
And
that's
so
Chobi, you
here,
forget we just played KK.
I know,
Like,
but
they
they're
are
gonna
that
be.
good.
They're so fucking far in.
They do get better. That is true.
I think they
don't
get
know.
that much better.
That's
That's
fair.
a
I
long
really
time.
don't. There's a couple players on
2-2.
the team I have doubts about for sure, especially about their ability to actually improve. So
you two,
They have
all up
Seraph.
to chat.
that's kind of what I'm thinking. They have Seraph, but Seraph isn't even like
You literally won Discord here.
I
Why is
know
it-
he didn't win Discord tier. He's on a roster that won Discord tier. Let's
Bro.
not get it twisted. Right?
I hate that so much.
But
That's
anyways,
stupid.
that is kind
narrative.
of yeah. But anyways, he's like I don't know. We played them and they didn't look that good. And I'm kind of worried about Seraph's ability and a couple other players on that roster ability to actually get better. I think the org is very good, and they have they got Dab Master. That guy sucks, but you know he.
Wait,
They
Dab
will
coaching?
improve.
Oh, 4-0. 4-0 Pause Champs. Not close.
Yeah. So
That
I
guy
don't know.
is
I do think
clueless.
really do think Pause Chance wins, but just because I'm kind of worried about a few pieces of Koala Kings that are not.
What
prone to
does chat
improving.
think?
What do you think, Nerfs? What do you say?
I
What do
said
you think?
KK.
It is.
I think
so it's
KK's
2-2.
I think KK's easily the best team in tournament right now. And I want Onigiri to prove me wrong. I want Polish Jam to prove me wrong. I want Gio to prove me wrong. I want like anybody to prove me wrong. Besides Doodles, don't prove me wrong.
This is also true.
But yeah, like I don't know. I really
want
think
Mets
that
to prove
KK are
me
just
right.
far ahead of everybody else. Did they drop a map this stage? One?
I have no idea.
This might be like the best finals we've had in like a while.
I mean, assuming it gets that far, yeah, I would agree. I mean, I would really want it to be Onigiri,
He's gonna tell me what chat's saying.
Pause Champs, but kind of sucks.
They're not saying anything.
KK.
I mean, a
Chat
bunch of
saying
most people
KK?
said KK. Most people said KK earlier. Yeah.
I saw one person say KK, and no one
What?
said.
KK,
Oh, no.
KK. If you scroll up, KK. Okay, I can't say. it
Oh,
like
yeah,
that, but
I just
Yeah,
scrolled
not
Pause
that
across.
fast.
Champs.
Here we are.
There you go, 2-10 champs.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2 is just too good for KK.
Someone screenshot it.
Yeah, I don't know. Pause Champs zones. I'll stand by that for the rest of the time for sure.
like I said, I want to see it done. I've been a Pause Champ doubter all season, and it's definitely like blown up in my face. But I mean, I don't know. I just KK have pretty good roster.
Yeah,
Pretty
fair.
good roster. That's enough time. So I'm not doing top 5 matches this week since we just had all of that time dedicated to predicting matches. A lot of predictions. And there's gonna be more on Monday, so I'm kinda done with predictions for right now. So what we will do though instead is we will do player of the week. And close to Overwatch. I forgot I did that earlier. So I'm gonna do player of the week.
Big
And
weed. It was 420 recently.
that was a
10
while
days
ago.
Yeah.
That would have been for last week. I guess I gotta do 2 times player of the week. So we didn't do one for last week. I had someone in
Last
mind for
week's a
who
big
I wanted it
weed.
to be last week. Who did I want it to be last week? Let me scroll through real quick. This week's it's I'm not even gonna do like a preamble stuff. It's just Husky. But who did I want it to be last time? I don't know. We'll give it to the entirety of the Doodles roster for week 8.
How dare you?
Congratulations.
How dare you?
Only because Bernie's on. But yeah, Husky is my player of the week for this week. I mean, like we've talked about it so much. Just the best player, the
Best player in
best
Trent.
player.
Harmony tier.
And I mean, closed Discord now or closed
Guys,
Overwatch, but
guys,
it's
So
fine.
don't lose and you'll get player of the week. How about that? Try to
That's
win
true.
more.
If-
Maybe get player of the week.
You'll get player of the week if Penguins win it all. As a
Play like
promise.
you did in scrims today, and then we'll talk about your player of the week. All right.
Play like you did in the fucking premiere match.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll predict. I'll give Phantom player of the week if they can somehow beat Swordfish. No, that's not true.
That's a tough one.
If we beat Doodles, we can play the week.
No,
If
because
it
if
happens.
Swordfish win, you're never living that down, Joby. I want you to know. There's so much pressure on Penguins. for that match.
If I lose the Swordfish, I'm leaving Tranquility.
Twank.
Yep.
I'm leaving Twank.
What was
If
the?
I lose
what
to
was-
anyone, or if I win every game, I'm also leaving Tranquility.
What was the matchup? Where like, Crystals like beat somebody that like they weren't supposed to beat. In
Geometric.
playoffs.
Oh.
No, in playoffs. But it was like kind of like a rivalry match. It was last
Oh.
season, I think. Might have been the season before. I don't
It
remember.
was last season. I don't remember though.
Maybe it was against like Frost Bloom back in season 8.
No,
I don't
because
know.
Frostbloom would have definitely.
Frostbloom lost to- Yeah, and then they lost to Chrysalis.
But they definitely would have been planned to lose. People would have known they were going to lose. Frostbloom was not good in season 8.
Oh, they were. They made champ bracket.
What? That's true.
I think so. I don't know.
There's no
That was
way
a while
that's
ago.
true.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't lose, Triby. There's enough of us though.
Yeah, Chobi. This is on you, not on me
Mhm.
anymore.
Yep. So thanks for watching us cope. I'll be back on Monday for some more coping. Same with Bowsy and same with Troy. Then we got Fish on as well. I don't know if that's the first time that's ever been
Bernie,
said.
tell your
But
joke.
the group.
Oh, I need to tell my joke.
What's your joke?
Oh no, it's gonna.
Alright.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
So,
on.
what do you call a fish with no eyes?
Yeah, I know it.
What do you call a
it
fish with no eyes?
A fish. A fish.
Damn,
That would be all.
that's
but-
good. That's
right?
good.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
That's a
Put it on
pretty
your
good
friends.
one.
Let your friends know about that one. I thought about that one for a few months. Waiting for
Mhm.
this day. It's finally ready.
So great. But thanks for watching us cope. Again, more coping later. This week. Yeah. Prove us wrong, all of you. That's all I gotta say.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.